Hi, this is Jeremiah, and this is the Jeremiah Report. That's right, the Jeremiah Report. Listen, man, check it out real quick. I just came with some news and stuff like that about females. Females, when you get involved with a female or you talk to a female, all of a sudden, as soon as you talk to them, it's like you've been with them for 20 years, they have your kid, and you've been married to them. Not necessarily 20 years, 5 years, 6 years, something like that. And they expect you to do things a husband will do for 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 his wife. Alright? I just met a girl 5 days, met a girl 10 days, met a girl a month, 2 months, and so forth and so on. Just met this girl. You don't know what she's about. She could be games and so forth and so on. But females seem to think that since you had like maybe a couple of days with them and so forth and so on, you had to treat them like they're your wife, they're your family, they're your kid, they have your kids. You're married. And you got a house and a car and the picket fence. Why is it when a female have a conversation with a man, or you talk to a female and have a conversation with the female, that just because you went on a couple of dates, you supposed to be hacking off everybody's head that speaks to her? Isn't any obligation on her part to say, hey, I'm with a guy and I like him very much? What is wrong with this problem here? It's happening all through the black community. Female female wants to be respected and loved in a new relationship like they was in a marriage for 5 to 7 to 10 years. Ludicrous. It is ludicrous. The man is still trying to get to know you, still trying to get to know where you're coming from and how you coming. Are you playing games? And when are you going to initiate your game mode? And as simple as that. And is you worthy or worth possibly sacrificing his life for your love? Too many girls out here playing games. Too many girls playing too many goddamn games and is wearing thin on black men. And as simple as that. I mean, no man in a right mind will try to blow a man's head off and he just met you. And as simple as that. He just met you. You didn't give him a hug, you didn't give him a kiss, or you didn't give him nothing. You didn't go out, you didn't do anything. But you want to have a relationship like you've been married to him for 5 to 10 years. And you dished out a bunch of kids to him. Ladies, it don't work like that. You gotta put something into a relationship to get out. Okay? And as simple as that. And then when a man becomes nice to you, trying to be nice, trying to show you his nice side, and so forth and so on, trying to do everything for you, the whole world revolves around you, what do? You say, he's sweating me. He's causing me problems. Give me some room. Why you calling me left and right? How do you expect a man to get to know you if he don't call you once in a while? But you want him to do all that shit like you was married for 10 to 15 years. It's like y'all don't have to, black women don't have to do anything in a relationship. Just stay pretty, look good, and stuff like that, and everything falls in place that the man going to do all kinds of lunatic stuff for you, and he barely knows it. Knows you or your intentions. You know what we call that back in the old school? A loony bin. And as simple as that. A total freaking loon. Putting out all his chips, and you didn't put out no of your chips. All you did was spread your legs, and all holy hell broke loose. Alright? Back in the day, they used to call that pussy whip. Pussy whip. And back in the day, ladies didn't like it, and Negroes didn't like it. But now, it's like, hey, As soon as you get that first kiss, or as soon as you get that first play, or as soon as you get that first call, you on duty like you married to this woman. You on duty, you got to stash guns. You got to stash goddamn knives. You got to stash all this shit to protect her from other guys. And all she has to say is no to the guy because I'm interested in the guy I'm talking to right now. But does she do that? No. Not in America. Not the black woman. Especially as your friend. Your friend come up, you have a friend who's not your fucking friend in the first place. You have your friend, he comes on the lawn, he's trying to hit on your woman. And she gives it up. Men, would you actually put your life on the line for a woman like that? And ladies, what did the guy do for you to go with their best friend to put the whole situation in that mode? During this man's anger and upsetness, he can't go to jail. He couldn't die from retaliation of beating somebody's ass. And then most of the time when you see the news, the lady's crying, they crying and crying and crying and stuff like that. Because her man just got shot, the person that she was talking to, her man got shot by her best friend, by his best friend for beating his ass, for talking to you. And all you had to do was say no. Usually a man will back off. Usually a man that you show no interest to will back off and go about his way. If the man continues to come at you, he's a loony bin. And you shouldn't be giving nothing to him. And you sure as hell shouldn't be having his kid. I guess that's a lack of people in the father house. You have no example of what a father really is. You have no example what life is, because it's obvious the single mother in your house that's taking care of you can't teach you what a man is. Only a man can do that. So you're confused what a man is. Your mother teaches you everything is possible as long as you open your legs and so forth and so on. That's not how the world works, and that's why 80% of our brothers and sisters, our sisters, ain't married, ain't happy, have too many kids, no marriage. If they did get married, they divorce within 2 or 3 years. You got these stars in Hollywood and so forth and so on, all this money. This society has made superstars into the example of young ladies. These superstars are getting divorced by other superstar males within a year and getting all kinds of alimony checks, all kinds of divorce papers, half of everything, to the point where love no longer does it exist. And the media promotes this stuff. It's negative. If you want a stable environment for your children, you'll work it like normal human beings. Get to know a person. Go out for a couple of days. Walk in the park. Fall in love. Get married. All that shit before you have a kid. Not as simple as that. And I know a lot of, I've seen a lot of things where women are taking condoms nowadays from brothers that's laying in the bed, go in the goddamn bathroom, stick the shit in her shit, and come out freaking pregnant. Talking about, hey, you put holes in the condom. I want half. Where is the love in this world? Is that cool to do? Is that cool in the circles of females to do? Is that right? No, it's not right. And then if you say he put holes in the condoms and you tell your family members this, that, and the freaking third, guess who gets off? The man. By one of your brothers or your uncles. Or maybe your stepfather. Or your father if you have one around. The practice of courting does not exist anymore. The practice of love does not exist anymore. Thanks for the Hollywood and TV. And it's a damn shame in this nation. It's a damn shame in this nation. These people are putting up stats on very important talk shows to let everybody know how much a hoe you really are. And you see it as entertainment. I was looking at it, and people was laughing. Oh, but deep down in their heart, they're saying these girls are sluts. Not only they think that you're a slut, but you actually is a big mouth fucking slut. No different than a hoe back in the 80s and 90s and today. You dress like a hoe with your skin tight clothes and stuff like that. You got makeup on your face like a hoe. They have a problem with people calling you a hoe when you actually look like a hoe. If you stand a hoe, a legitimate hoe, especially back in the late 80s and 90s and 90s now, you know what I'm saying? Nowadays, they don't give a fuck what they're dressing nowadays. But if you stand one, you see a party girl who go to clubs and shit like that, and you stand a hoe, party girl, and a hoe next to each other, they look the same. And they act the same. And they do the same fucking things. So what are you if you measured up to this hoe and you look exactly like the hoe on the left-hand side, and you're a party girl, you look like the hoe, you dress just like her, then what the fuck are you? And you act just like her, what are you? That's right, a hoe. Regardless of what you do, regardless who you fuck. It's getting ragged out here. Ragged. Out of control. Alright? You are the progenitor of the stability of marriage. Your rule is marriage. Your rule is the house. That is your power. Love is your power, not lust. And you continue going against that rule. As a nation, niggas not going to treat you no damn different than a fucking hoe. Not as simple as that. So you tell me what's going on in this nation. You tell me, am I wrong? Am I not seeing what I'm seeing? I've been on this earth for 40 years. Alright? And I yet to see a decent ass woman. That didn't have no bad intentions before you meet them, had no lustful goddamn thoughts, but actually be friends with the person and get to know them and have fun and all later on fall in love. Has not happened. I haven't seen with my friends, haven't seen with me, haven't seen with none of this. And if you don't do it when she wants to do it, you're gay. You're fag. What kind of mindset are we adopting here? And then when you do it, and the guy sees that, oh, yo, She gave it to me too quick, man. Nah, man. Nah, man. You know what I'm saying? And then all of a sudden, you get somebody to kill this man or beat him down and wind up killing him anyway. And you're the first one on camera crying. What happened? What happened? What happened? Big man right here, brother and sister, brother and sister right here, got upset and so forth and so on. He said he treated like a hoe, so I had to kill him. Now your brother is going to jail, or your boyfriend is going to jail, and the guy you had a baby with is dead. You tell me what's going on here. Tell me right now. Everything you do doesn't make sense. Everybody got to agree with you in every form, phase, and facet to be with you. You can't do no wrong. And everybody's seeing this shit. And a lot of times, you're more wrong than anything because you react off your emotions without thinking. Brothers who was raised with fathers or people they looked up to have control of their emotions till they figure the thing out. And if you figure the thing out and it's correct, then. But brothers nowadays, all you had to do is say one goddamn word. You got your boys, you got your niggas grabbing guns without even freaking goddamn thinking. And trying to find the guy and shoot him. And then wind up years later, find out the guy liked you, but you act this fucking fool. You did something fucking stupid. And he broke off you. He didn't give you no kids. He broke off you. And all of a sudden, you shooting at the guy. And years later afterwards, you found out he really didn't do nothing wrong. And these goddamn guys with the guns was raised up by women because they act off their emotions. That's why you got a lot of brothers in jail. That's why you got a lot of brothers in the fucking grave. And can't even blame it on a white man. It's your fucking fault. You're in control of this nation. Everything you fucking goddamn say, everybody fucking goddamn agrees with you. Order fucking matically. But you react without thinking. And you wind up being wrong. Fucking ridiculous. Ridiculous. This is Jeremiah Israel, and this is the Jeremiah Report.